We are back. We're back. It's been what, 5 months?
When I look back on, I keep looking. I wanted to post it. When I posted the other day on my story to say that we're going to do number 2.
Yeah.
I said 4 months, but it's definitely been 5.
Yeah,
might even be coming on 6 now. I think it was about July.
Yeah.
I'd go 5 months. About 5 months.
I'm Smile with Kyle, and I'm back with the Bulldog. Today we are gonna go back over the last 5 months. So we're just gonna catch up with Kyle and see what he's been up to in the last 5 months. So after the video that we done last time, what's happened since then?
So that, like I said, I done a podcast last night today because since we done that,
yeah,
we've been invited to.
That's right.
Me.
Yeah.
I said we both. You invited me up, and that, like, I'll continue saying this now forever.
Yeah.
10 years time.
Yeah.
I'll always refer back to that podcast.
Yeah.
That'll forever be my life changer.
Yeah.
You invited me up. I come up. Obviously, everyone will have seen it, go and watch it. I come up and I explain about my coping mechanisms for when I struggle, and that changed my life. It changed my life. Coming up and doing it, the feedback and the response I had, basically was, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it was overwhelming.
The love, like.
Yeah, and not only the love, it was like, it put me in the direction that I'm in now.
Your purpose.
My purpose, and now I actually wake up every day now, like I said, I wake up every day now knowing where I'm going.
Good.
Where before, it would have been just another day, just going through the motions, Now, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, I know where I'm heading, and it changed drastically. Matured a lot since that video as well. Because like I said, that video put me in a place where I thought people are listening. The little coping mechanisms that I am doing, people are starting to implement them. How far can I take this? So I started digging deeper into my routines, digging deeper into books and digging deeper into studies, blah, blah, which is still going. It's going to take me years, you know what I mean? But it's mad how much I've dived deep into the mind and everything in the last 5 to 6 months. Bear in mind, when I come and done the video, I was already doing coping mechanisms for maybe a year or whatever. So now, it's just, and people found them coping mechanisms were great, and I just started adding more and more to my life, and obviously, and then
getting rid of all the negative shit and just having a good clear out and
exactly, and coming off the video as well, obviously, like I said, people started getting liking the idea of this web, so I started hashtagging Bulldog mentality, here and there, and all of a sudden, bam, everybody else was hashtagging Bulldog mentality, but I thought, hang on, this is why I'm here. Like I said to you, an epiphany hit me. I picked up a book called Ikigai, which is Japanese.
We did speak about that last time.
We spoke about that.
Yeah.
I hadn't read the book though.
Right.
I only heard that obviously Marcus Aurelius follows something called an Ikigai, which is everybody has a purpose in life. And like I just say, if you don't know where you're going in life, where the fuck you going? Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is it. It's people flipping being sleeping while they're walking around, isn't it?
If you wake up and you have no purpose and you don't know where you're going, which I was, you haven't got to know because there's no drive there because you've got no end goal. I can recap on a video. Obviously, people know, or people watch this video and they don't really know about the last video. I struggled a lot in lockdown. I struggled all my life regarding ADHD, and I've had to eat. I'll always say this as well. I said it on last, and I'll say it to people. I've had an amazing upbringing. I've never wanted for anything. But it doesn't mean I'm not struggling upstairs.
Oh yeah, of course not. No.
Do you know what I mean? And this is what gave me that push to push bulldog mentality, because I realise, like yourself,
Yeah.
you realise a bit
Well,
before
I
me.
think it's more a Valley's mentality, in it.
100%.
Yeah? Valley's mentality around you is you've got to be the tough guy. Fucking, we've been there, house parties, fucking staying up till fucking stupid o'clock in the fucking
Yeah.
mornings, being a fucking idiot and what have you. And they think that's the way to keep going forward and what have you.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
They don't
real
know what it
release. Like, they think the release is the flipping, the Friday going out, staying up until fucking Sunday kind of thing. It's not like, that's not living.
And they don't know anything else. So like we chatted about earlier, and I've done videos on it as well. Like obviously people who know me on Instagram, Bulldog22, people who know me on there, follow me on there, know I rant and rave or whatever. And the problem with, and it's not just the Ronda, we know the Ronda, it's guaranteed I could probably go to Leicester, Leicester random as fuck, go to Leicester and people are still in that mentality. Work Monday to Friday, bender on the Friday.
Yeah.
Or we were speaking about earlier, people are terrible for, I've been good for 6 weeks and I've smashed the gym, I've ate clean, I'm going to reward myself with a bender.
Yeah.
No!
Well, this is it. It seems to be more of that in society than people looking after themselves, looking after their mental health and what have you. I have seen an increase of people doing more.
100%.
And yeah, 100%. But
And
this is it. Is that a case of people coming that way because of the way that you're going forward?
It's got to be. What I've learned and what I'm going to continue to push for, the same as you, is people are only getting the motivation and the stuff off celebrities, and in their mind they think, oh, I want to be like Conor McGregor. Well, be like fucking Conor McGregor then. Do it. But then when you've got people around the valley who are down the road on a doorstep implementing and doing these fucking gratitude posts, doing mindfulness, doing the discipline, actually fucking smashing positivity every day, people are like, oh, Kyle's doing that, Kyle's doing that, Bulldog's doing that. It's not just Conor McGregor and all these people, all these Tony Robbins, all these people doing well in life.
Would you say we're influencers?
We gotta be, we gotta be, and
to a certain extent, like,
100%. And like I said to Joe last night, like my goal now is like, you gotta have big goals, and then you gotta have the big goal, and then the little goals in between. It's realistic. Like I said in the video yesterday, by pursuing little goals, it was still scientifically
small steps.
And it scientifically releases dopamine in your body by saying now, like
small little achievements that you make, like each day kind of thing.
And this is what one of my main coping mechanism is, my diary. I'm known for diary. I'm known for it. I'm known for it. People will tell me and stuff like that, and it's so simple. And there's people out there who might be doing it for years, might be looking at me thinking, I'm doing that, great, you were winning then. You know what I mean? And say
but
now,
do you always feel as if I did get to a point where I feel as if I need to do more?
Yeah, well, it's and that would be. It all depends. That's great, as long as you're not beating yourself up about it.
You can't hurt yourself in the process.
You've got to be clever about it. Like I said, I worked with a girl. I work with lots of people now on a weekly basis. Not massive numbers. I've just started and I'm just getting in. I don't know. But I said I worked with a girl and she couldn't walk out to the street. Her big goal. This is what I mean.
Confidence, like.
Some people's dreams are to be a professional football player, to be a professional MMA fighter.
You
don't realise some people can't even walk outside the door.
Agoraphobia.
Agoraphobia, etc. And I'm quite aggressive and like my attitude towards stuff, but like people need to see the two sides of me. So I am aggressive, but I know when to dial it down. So my attitude is like I said to Joe last night, like I believe it's the best time to have mental health problems, but it's the worst time to have mental health problems. And people will disagree and agree with me, because the reason why I say that for is it's thrown in so many people's faces. I think it's the best thing, like you said, everybody's influencers. I think it's the best thing to come out of all this is it's okay not to be okay. Brilliant. But what are you going to do about it?
I was speaking to somebody about that earlier. It is okay not to be okay, as long as you don't get stuck in a fucking rut.
Of being not okay. Like sitting here, Kyle, I'm not okay. I'm okay with that. No, it's okay not to be okay. But what are you going to do about it? And that's going to be my slogan. That's going to be my slogan going forward. It's okay to talk. please talk, but what the fuck are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
It's okay not to be okay. I'm not okay sometimes,
Yeah.
but what are you going to do about
What are you
it?
gonna do about
But I wouldn't scream in somebody's face. Some people I would.
Mm.
Look, you're lazy. You're fat. You're unhappy. Going out on a Saturday
Yeah.
is not going to help you.
No.
What are we going to do about it? This is what I'm going to do about
Yeah.
it. We're going to start off with this little goal. Like that young lady couldn't even leave that.
It was in my head then, but I fucking just noticed this on your jumper as well.
There we are, discipline. We feel we get into that. That young lady wanted to just walk down the street. So my goal was just get ready.
Mm.
So, and it's all psychological. So in her mind, she wasn't thinking, I'm going to get ready, walk down the street, blah, blah, and then poof. It's micromanaging, microtasking.
Yeah.
In her head today, everybody got to get ready. And she got ready.
Yeah.
Next day was get ready, walk to the door. And you're not stressing because
Taking
you're doing
these small steps towards
it's like
the
running a
bed,
marathon. You don't go and run a marathon.
No, you don't.
2k,
No.
5k,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
I want to be black belt jiu-jitsu, white belt, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And she's walking around now. She's talking to people by implementing things. Obviously, and like I said, coming off the back of that video off you, obviously, I couldn't believe it. I have to make it known that coming off the back of that video, I had a lot of trouble in work. I nearly lost my job because of the content and just speaking
About
out.
some of your
And that's
strategies.
at my company. I can't name the company. I can't speak a lot about work. I look after children in care, etc., etc. I do a lot with the homeless, so my new job, and etc. Because I've gone to a 0-hour contract because I wanna fulfil my dream of spreading bulldog mentality.
Yeah.
And in the next 5 years, mark my words, it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
It's going to be everywhere. I'm going to be running motivational speaking. I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be running workshops.
Yeah.
I'm going to be running mindset sessions for children. It's going to be massive.
Well, this is it. This is something that I'm really excited about because obviously with Smile with Kyle and the 5 sectors that I'd like to work in.
But the same goal. So you were like, I am really empathetic. You won't believe I'm really empathetic. But then we got different styles that mold together.
Yeah.
And I believe it's perfect for the same goal.
Totally.
Because bulldog mentality is not deemed straight for mental health. It's deemed for everybody to be better.
Yes.
Do you mean somebody might not be struggling but say, Kyle, I'm lazy, mate.
Yeah.
Come on, then let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Funnily enough, a Scottish facilitator for Andy's Man Club got in touch with me and he was like, I love your videos in the morning. What else can I fucking do?
Yeah.
And I was like, have you tried writing anything down? Have you tried making a list or whatever? And he was like, fuck.
No.
I never thought of
I
that.
know.
Fucking done a list, and I said, if you want to as well, look, it's something that my mate does. Get your clothes ready for the next morning.
Yeah.
He messaged me this morning, Kyle, I've done fucking everything. I went out on a fucking hour walk this morning and that.
And even people now, and I struggled. It was an eye opener for me. I was supposed to go for an op. I was ready for the op. I even had a monthly to 2 month plan ready for no exercise and what I was going to do with rehab. And then it ended up I didn't need it, which was great. But once again, I have to throw this in there quick. Was that I believe is because of the positive energy. Do you know lately, because I'm so fucking positive, everything is just being the law of attraction. And I never believed in it.
Right.
And I've read all of the books, the 4 Secrets, blah, blah, blah. I've just finished The Power last night by Rhonda Byrne. I only watched the Secret documentary yesterday.
Yeah.
But I was doing it and not realising it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was like, I've been great today. I've been saying this is going to happen and parcels have come through the door. People can say coincidence or not. Or, I'm in the house doing good for people, blah, 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 thinking this is going to happen, and a phone call rings for the job I was just thinking about that I want to change into. And everything is just, the law of attraction is just, it's amazing. But like, so that's what I believe happened with my surgery. Before I went off the surgery, they realised that I didn't need the surgery because it was scar tissue and not the mesh.
Right.
So realistically, it was the go-ahead to get back in MMA. But I had 6-7 weeks.
Because you was when you was ready to go under the knife.
I was 15 minutes ready to go under the knife. And I planned it, and all of a sudden I went home. They put me under local anaesthetic, injected me with neural blockers. So I went from like a 3-month recovery period to like a week, and I was just like in the house thinking, fuck, I planned. But anyway, so what I was getting back to is, so that week I couldn't do nothing. Like I had to isolate. I had to isolate.
That's right.
So what I done was still plan my day. 7 o'clock, get up, cold shower, water, pinch of salt, lemon, like I always do, blah, blah. I don't touch coffee till 12. Not saying that everybody should do it. I suggest everyone try it.
Yeah.
Some people might fall, because you don't need that coffee.
Well, this is it with, like, going back to coping mechanisms and strategies. Whatever coping mechanisms and strategies we speak of, it's a coping mechanism or strategy, and you share them, and do you mean it's up to you then as a person or whatever to try it, and it's trial and error with everything. You've got to find what's right for you.
Yeah, so I like I said, if you wake up in the morning and you go, and people will say they do and they won't, and this is where discipline equals freedom comes in. If you get up in the morning and you have a cold shower for 3 minutes, you will not need a coffee. And people might say, well, what's wrong with coffee? It's because you caffeine, blah, blah, blah. That's beside the point. Same as sugar. And I say again, we're not going into diets.
I think it's a case of regulating your body temperature. Because now and again, you do need to splash some cold water on your wrists, on your face or whatever. You don't have to fucking go and jump in a fucking river. No. You just regulate your body temperature with a cold shower and what have you. It activates something else in your body which makes you wake up a little bit more.
And it's same again, it's like we're creatures of habit, and we're not creatures of habit, as in going back to the cavemen days, where, because we are built to wake up and hunt for our food. Us as a generation are too comfy. We wake up with the convenience. Realistically, we should be up. Our adrenaline is pumping because we need to go and find food. But waking up is habit. Go make a coffee. You don't need that coffee. The reason why I'm saying it for, like I said, I'm not going into this is what works for me. I like to intermittent fast. I love to fast because I don't fucking need food in the morning. People don't need food in the morning. I don't care what you say, unless it's something like.
Well, this is it. Like my dad is adamant. Breakfast is.
It's not Kellogg's, mate.
I do now. Like since our last video, I obviously prior to that I tried fasting. But I've been doing it more and just a little bit longer, and I've been finding it better for my belly, for the simple reason of where I was having the 3 meals, it was on top. Kind of thing. It's like it's giving it a bit of a rest, but it's still really active and spasmy and whatever. But there's just not as much in it.
So Lou's the same. You know what Lou's like. Lou will train ridiculously till I'll get up. I'll do a jiu-jitsu session in the morning with Lou roll. I'll go do a bit of weights. I'll go for a hike, and I'm still not having food till 4. It's proof you don't need it. But
that's you. I
don't suggest people do. I've built my way up to that. But it wouldn't even harm if we did do that. But what I was getting at is like, so my perfect morning, and I suggest people I think would benefit off it. But like I said, I wouldn't just give somebody this. It'd be their background, their circumstances, blah blah.
Well, that's why it just comes down to, obviously you could try and generalise things with mental health as much as you can, but everybody's got their own shit going on.
And this is the problem, I explained last time, this is the problem with doctors and the society. So the society we live in, right? The society we live in, right? This is what's happening. And I read in a book in 1950, a book that was written in 1950, and he called it Moretti Therapy. He called it.
I thought he was going to say you read a book in 1950.
He called it. He said what's going to be happening in 2000, in the 2000s is, so let's put it in this way to people to explain it better. If you've got cancer, what's the answer for cancer? Chemotherapy. If you've got anxiety, an answer is not a pill.
No.
What is your, I'm not saying don't take them, but what I mean is, what's your background?
What have you tried to do prior to go into the doctor?
That's what I'm getting into. And what's your background? What's your job? What's this? What's that? Anxiety is not cured by one thing like cancer is with chemo, etc. And that's what's happening. And it's not doctors' fault. It's not.
Same as depression. Same as agoraphobia.
Exactly. 63% study. 63% of people that go to the doctors in the UK and America. 63% who go for stress, anxiety, and depression. 63% of them out of 100 don't practice self-stress or self-anxiety techniques. So they just, fuck, I'm
Just
stressed.
walking through life.
Yeah. So they're not, and this is where I come in. This is where people like influencers come in.
Yeah.
Like, by all means, please go to the doctors if you're in a bad
Well,
way.
this is it, right. In the case of sharing coping mechanisms and strategies and with medicines and stuff, if you are on medicines or whatever, you've got to consult your doctor prior to coming off them or going on them or whatever. And that, like, loads of people will say the doctors are quacks or whatever, but are you fucking licensed to fucking say about medication? Because I'm fucking not.
If I had a bad situation with the doctor, but if I'm ever in trouble, I'm phoning the doctor for help. I know the doctors have been great to me,
Yeah.
but like I said, it's the system.
Yeah.
They're having 50 people in a day, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They can't sit there with you and say, okay, so what's causing you stress? They
Well,
don't
this is it.
therapist.
But then on the other hand, then they expect you to tell them what's going on in 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah, and they give you a tablet, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, it's not, and this is why I'm coming in with bulldog mentality, because like I said, it's the worst time to have mental health, but the best time, because people are saying, I got mental health, blah, blah, blah. No.
But society is changing, isn't it? Do you think? And it obviously needs to, because
People are taking control of it now,
Yeah.
and this is what I'm trying to say. People are going to the doctors, I've got anxiety, or I'm speaking to people, I've got bipolar, I've got this thing or that. You haven't. Like, let me try this first. And I've tried 2 different things, whether it be diet or just a little coping mechanism, they find.
Yeah.
So you see, you don't need that.
Well, this is it. Sometimes people get so caught up in it, they need to take that step back to basics.
Back to basics.
How much water are you drinking? What foods are you eating? What time you going to bed? And all that kind of caper kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does come back down to basics.
I speak openly about this as well. So every morning I wake up and I don't pick up my phone for 30 minutes and I check in with myself.
Yeah.
I check in with myself. And people might sound stupid, but there is one day you click on, there's 2 people inside you.
Yeah.
There's the person who you want to portray, and then there's that person inside, like David Goggins to speak about. And I only clicked into him the last month or 2 or whatever. There's that person then who you really need to write. Are you okay today? Today's going to be a good day.
Yeah. We get in a monologue talking to you.
And this is what I mean about it's not just coping mechanisms, but look, mentality.
Do you know there's some people that haven't got an inner monologue?
It's
Mad as fuck,
Yeah.
because like obviously you're used to your inner monologue, and your inner monologue will talk to you kind of thing.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit nuts, but no, a lot of people got that inner monologue, it'll talk to them.
Joe Rogan call his inner bitch, blah blah blah.
But like, can tame it in a bitch.
The thing is, I'm not telling people, and same again, this would come in time with certain people. I earn my luxuries. So today now, I have not put the telly on. I've not put any podcasts on. I've listened to one motivational speech while I was in the shower, in the cold shower.
Yeah.
I put like McGregor on for 5 minutes, but I won't put nothing on until I have earned my luxury.
Yeah.
And that means getting up, getting in the cold shower, going for the run.
Yeah.
Podcast was down, go and see the dog, and then 4 o'clock I believe will be podcast or movie. Most of the time it's a podcast.
Yeah.
But I've got to earn that luxury. So it's not just coping mechanisms, it's luxury earning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it makes you do that. And what I do to myself, same again, it's depending on the person.
Yeah.
The way I'm at the moment, and most of the people I deal with, I'll be strict.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You gotta treat yourself as in you are a second person, and treat yourself as in, no, Kyle, you haven't heard that podcast. No, you're not putting it on.
Yeah.
It's like if you run 10k and you haven't run 10, and you know you haven't run the 10. Or you cheat yourself.
Yeah.
If you're on a diet and you have that Snicker bar, no fuck around, who cares? You should know. I've had that Snicker bar. Because people think they're posting stuff and stuff.
Just for the likes somewhere.
I was one of them. I was one of them. I was terrible for it. And you've got to, like I said, you've got to wake up in the morning, and you've got to, and the thing is, well, the reason why I say about that is when you wake up in the morning, even if you go to look at your clock or go and look at your time on your phone, bam, 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 you look at an email, you look at a WhatsApp, stay away from your phone and check in with yourself. And what I said about being, you've earned yourself the luxury and you're proud of yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you can actually, without picking your phone up, think, I'm aching from yesterday because I done this yoga, I done that. do you know what? I'm doing fucking good in life. I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
Let's smash a day.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. People need to check in with themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and,
Oh, totally. I don't disagree. When I get up in the morning, first thing I do is grab my phone. It's different, because
circumstances.
it's what works for me and it's what works for you and what
Yeah.
have you, right? When I get up, I try, because it's responding to people, because obviously what I'm doing and everything with mental health,
Yeah.
you got to respond to people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't like to
and so it's certain, like for me, everybody's different. For me, if I woke up and I responded in 5 minutes, I'm not giving the best response as I would in an hour's time.
I see what you're saying.
So whoever I'm giving that information to, are not having the best version of me.
Yeah.
Where you would be fine. You would have to fucking out there in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
But and that works too. But for me, do you know when I wake up in the morning, if I go straight for my phone and I go answer somebody,
Would you go straight lethargic kind of thing and back down?
yeah. And I've scrolled.
Get comfortable kind of thing.
Yeah. I sit up. It's quite. I sit up. I sit up in bed. I have the fan on, so I like a fan all the way through the night. I sit up in bed and make sure the fan's on me, so I'm cold. And I sit there, imagine no cold winter, I sit there cold and embrace being cold and uncomfortable and tired. Embrace it. I grab my phone and I do it in a way that I get to Spotify without... I put some music on and then I chuck my phone in and get my pen and paper and think, right... bear in mind the playlist and the song is ready the night before.
Right.
So when I sit there with being
so that's with your organisation. You've got for the next morning your music and what have you for the. When
I sit there and I have about 5 minutes with the fan on me and cold and realising, you know, I'm comfortable and realising my clothes are there, set everything up in the morning, my bag, my clothes, ready for the day. I prioritise everything for the day, so my socks will come on, whatever, and I'm like this, like you see me now. I'm like this within 10 minutes of getting up in my bed, checking in with myself. But the time I picked my phone up, I would have had a check in with myself. I would have had a cold shower, and then I'm ready to respond. I'm ready to respond. But the only thing with that, only thing I haven't got to grips with yet, and I'm not spot on with, is when to have the cold shower.
Right.
So today...
Was like prior to eating or whatever?
No, what I mean is, like, today I got changed. It works for me, look. I got changed, come downstairs, drank my water, replied to some emails, blah blah blah, then had a cold shower and put my clothes back on. Sometimes, same again, all depending on the day, I'll sit up in bed, go and have the cold shower, come back, then put my clothes on.
Right.
Do you get what I mean? Some people will work, whatever works for them.
After I do my morning walk, I get a bit flipping sweaty and what have you. And then I'll have a shower and put fresh clothes on.
Because the cold shower has nothing to do with being clean.
No.
So it doesn't make a difference if I put clothes back on. Like I said, it all depends on the feeling. If I know I got something that I really, really need to be woken up for, I'll wake up.
So you'll have the cold shower, and at the end of it, you won't warm back up like.
No, fucking no. That's the best thing about it.
Right.
I'll even open my bathroom windows. So when I step out of the shower, I'm embracing the cold floor, and it's not nice. It's not nice, and this is what discipline equals freedom means, right?
Is it a specific reason apart from like with your mental health and what have you, as to why you do the cold stuff? So especially now I can't move because I said prior to the few weeks I had off for the op, I'm back rolling, back wrestling, back squatting, back running. I'm in back in bits. So cold shower, and I said I don't want to say too much so people would be like he's wrong, blah blah. But the common sense is it's better for circulation. It's amazing for inflammation. So it just takes it releases adrenaline as well because of the cold shower. But regarding body wise, inflammation, circulation, brings blood, gives you energy, blood to the surface. Fertility?
Libido. it helps you with libido,
Right.
makes you fucking horny, basically, with that.
Layman's
It's the benefits of it. The only thing I think that's not good, and obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, the only thing that cold water's not good for is digestion. And I don't mean it's not good for, but it's not great. That would be hot water.
Yeah.
Saunas and stuff are good for digestion. But yeah,
That's why I asked you about do you warm up at the end, because with your guts kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of my one, I've got to
Warm
warm
up,
back
yeah.
up because
Yeah, I tell you what's good, what I enjoy is, and this is no for any
But
sensitive
that's
reason.
do you know the men, like when you get the cold water and then you get your brain kind of like wakes up a little bit, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? When you get the cold.
I love it.
And yeah, my mind doesn't go from that sensation when I warm back up. Like if it was to deteriorate from it, then I wouldn't be warming myself back up.
The best one to do for people who are starting to learn it is get in a warm shower, embrace the warm shower, enjoy, and then all of a sudden get your breathing right. You look at the Wim Hof breathing, and just get your breathing right, and then just turn the knob.
Or you can get the smile with Kyle.
That works.
Yeah, it does. It works for me anyway.
Just like if when I go cold water therapy on a Saturday, when I get in the water, I've got to scream. But then to get the hot water and just turn the knob slowly, and then have 3 minutes of cold. It's easier, but it'll get you into the routine. I like a bath as well. I like a hot bath, and then I relax, and then I'll stand up in the same setting, and then have a 3 minute cold shower. That's my favourite. But in the mornings, I like the cold shower now. But
it's quicker seeing it as well. Obviously,
but I said I master that. But
run your bath the night before.
The point I'm getting at is, the most important part of the day is how you start the day. And then coping mechanisms I said there is the setting your clothes out the night before, having a pen and paper, checking in with yourself. You don't need a pen and paper if you don't want to. Check in with yourself. Get downstairs.
Your tick list of right, what do I really need to get fucking done today? And what do I need to fucking run at full fucking pelt and just get it out the fucking way? Because people will wake up, I gotta do that today. Oh no! I don't want to get up.
They need to be, and this is where discipline equals freedom boils down, right? Right. At the end of the day, if people want to wake up every day happy, they've got to do things to make them happy, and this is where discipline equals freedom. I understand exactly what.
Well, you can't do the same thing every fucking day and expect something to change.
If people are not happy with their wake, right, let's put it this way. If you wake up, perfect world, you wake up, you love the body you're in. You wake up, you feel good because you've ate good. You wake up because you're doing what you love. You wake up good. What does that all equal? Discipline. For you to look good, you have to be disciplined. For you to feel good because of what you eat, what you eat, it's discipline. For you to do what you love, you have to discipline yourself to get where you are, where you love. And people don't realise what you've done last Tuesday.
Before that, what had to happen? You had to acknowledge that there was something you needed to change, and then you act on it,
And that's where it boils down to. It's okay not to be okay, but what the fuck are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do?
Do you know what I mean? And like I say, pen and paper, right, what is going wrong in my life? Why do I feel like this? Write everything down. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way this. I don't like that. I don't like how lazy I am. I don't like that. And then, right, how can I do it? And whether it's phoning people like me, getting in contact with other people, mindset coaching, motivational speakers, blah, blah, which I will go into. That's what Bulldog Mentality will be. It'll be an official company next year regarding, I'm going off my level 3 PT. I will be doing a lot of business courses and body language courses, and I've got a basic communication
skills.
That's
a really fun one,
MVQ.
Body language, I like that.
Yeah, I'm doing that next week. I've got MVQ in basic skills of communication, things like that. So if you get in contact with me about that, and it is, you list it down, how can I get better, and you've got to add discipline in them ways, because realistically, everything boils down to that. That's what it is. I woke up one day, and this is when I realised what it meant. I done 2 weeks, I planned my 2 weeks, and I put everything I wanted to do, blah, 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 read a book, blah, 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 put them for this job, everything. And after that 2 weeks, I done everything on that list. And I walked downstairs, and for the first time in about 11 years, I walked downstairs, I went to make a coffee, and I thought, where's my anxiety? I was fucking free.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know what you mean.
discipline equals freedom.
Yeah.
I remember texting you,
Yeah.
and I remember scrolling on Instagram, guilt free. I thought, fuck, figuring. I remember watching a movie, and I was just like,
Really got into
I was with different.
Yeah.
I was even trying to bring anxiety on, and it was just like, I'm free.
Well, that's another thing as well, isn't it? Where people live in fear. What's round the corner?
Yeah.
Like, things are going too good, I know something's going to happen. Things happen all the fucking time.
Things happen all the time.
Do you mean, if it fucking happens, it happens. Then you've got to deal with it. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Fear, false evidence appearing real. That's all it is. Same with anxiety. I talk a lot about hypochondriosis, right? It's the same as I've been a hypochondriac. Oh, I've got a cold. Fuck it, I'm bad. I think people got it with anxiety. They make up me, and I'm not saying people are not, but like I say, if you really got mental health issues to the point, go and see a doctor.
Well, this is it. This is like, obviously, the most common is like anxiety, depression, but there are the more serious ones that need medicated. Do you know what I mean? The schizophrenia,
exactly.
the fucking borderline personality disorders.
Exactly.
Yeah, they need to be medicated. Well, actually, I don't think we can medicate borderline personality disorder.
And that's the thing. But 90% of people that I speak to are not nowhere near that level. They're literally at the point in life where they feel low.
But you've got to find what works for you then. Yeah, if obviously things are not going right, you've got to acknowledge, accept, and then act on how you want your life to be. Like, you can live for every day, because you do live every day, right? But then, on the other hand, you have got to think about the future as well, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's the point with the goal. So like I said, I only concentrate on Sunday to Sunday, but the goals Sunday to Sunday are for the bigger goal.
Of course it is.
So even though I say to people, don't let tomorrow's stress
the
take
Monday
you
to
peace.
the Sunday to Sunday, small steps, and then those weeks are the small steps to the year.
Yeah, exactly. And I preach to people, don't let next week's don't let next week's fucking fear or whatever take away today's peace, or you know what I mean, because you're living in today. You want to live in today. But like I said, the key to that, the answer to that is, the goals you're doing today are the goals for your bigger purpose. So you're doing everything right, and then many goals there, and of course you're driving you through. And it's like, and another massive thing you need to do, like I posted the other day, you need to, like you said, for yourself, you need to prioritise your week for yourself. No, but my mother or my sister or my best friend wants me to go on Thursday, I don't really want to go. Don't fucking go. Don't go. Don't go. You'll be much happier once you start saying no to things you don't want to do. And same again with the video I done with the circle. I'm blessed to have a good circle now, but that was because I got fucking rid of people. And people think they owe people, because I know them for 10 years.
People and like I've done it, gone out of my way to fucking help people or whatever, and think that, and sometimes you let people in too close. Obviously, it's all learning curve. We all go through the same things in life, just at different times. We all get shit on by a mate. When? And like, when you do, you learn then from there, right, I know next time now, just arm's length kind of thing. And then, but like, even if we do that, it can still afterwards fucking ferment to something else. But when these things, is no good fucking thinking about it, like, just deal with it when it comes. If it's gonna come, it's gonna fucking come. You need to live your life and do what you want to do, and don't fret on that shit.
And you can't be, and same again, even if I give you, or like the life I'm living now, at the moment, I can happily say that I spoke about something last night with Joe, which actually came to me last night. I was like, do you know what? I believe the power of the mind, and I believe the universe. I don't believe I got anxiety. I believe what I've got is energy to give to people.
100%.
So fuck anxiety.
Yeah.
I haven't got anxiety.
No.
The anxiety is a feeling. So I realised, do you know what?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm so loud, the reason why I got this feeling in my stomach, which I thought was anxiety, it's not. It's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift that I can give to people.
That's right.
So now I feel bad and
That was
anxiety.
that was always my analogy with death.
Yeah.
When you die, like your energy gets re-released
Yeah.
into the universe, like
Yeah.
So
Do you know what I mean? People can use it, and like I said, I'm lucky to have believed that now and found that out, that every time I'm energetic and every time I'm 100 mile an hour, it's not because it's anxiety, it's not because of this, because I was given that gift, or I was given that energy for a purpose, and now I'm using that purpose.
Yeah.
If you know me, I'm like this 24/7. I'm
Yeah,
constantly bam, 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 bam. I'm
Yeah,
constantly,
yeah.
and I wondered why, and it's because of that. And like, like I said, I'm lucky enough to found that, and I'm also lucky enough to have the circle that I'm in. But like you said, it doesn't mean that nothing's going to go wrong. You can't predict that.
You can't.
But same again, it'd be a learning curve.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be a
But this
learning
is it.
curve.
When people go through traumatic things, it then sticks with them. Like my mate was in a car crash a couple of years ago. When he's in the car, he's fucking terrible passenger kind of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just that trauma sticks with people, and then he's like proper on edge, like he's going to crash all the
Same
time.
again, false evidence of appearing real, because it is real, but him getting in a car driving to Tesco, what's the chances of him actually of that happening again? It's very, very low.
Yeah.
But he's going to. It's always going to.
And mind over matter, you've got to fucking
Yeah,
snap
yeah.
yourself out of it. I've been it. Fucking, I've had crashes and what have you, and don't get me wrong, I do get nervous on the road, but that's not because of me, that's because of other people. But then, you don't fear because of other people.
Yeah.
So you're letting other people control what you fucking
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Like I said, I keep using the word blessed and blah blah blah, but I'm proud and happy to have built a mindset which is getting stronger and stronger, not even by the week, by the fucking day.
Yeah.
That within reason, anything that happens to me, I can be resilient and say, do you know what, that was a lesson.
Well, this is
Or
it.
that was my fault.
It's when
And
these
take ownership of
problems
it.
or situations arise, you're able to go, okay, step back, slow things down. Now I'm going to look at it at a different, the more calmer perspective. You've got that voice straight away. Boom!
So-
this is what's going on. Yeah, you've got to take that step back.
Obviously, something happened. Something happened along the lines of the last video I done because I opened up about my mental health and stuff like that. Even though I was talking in past tense, somebody actually reported the video to my line of work.
All right.
And obviously I could have took that in a positive way, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I took it as a great way. I left the company on good terms. Obviously they stick up for me, but how I took it was, do you know what? That's a lesson in life as well, to watch what I speak about. Even though I didn't feel I did anything wrong, it's ownership because and this is the best thing to happen to me because now I'm with a better company.
I think that's a massive thing you said, but then ownership.
Ownership. You've got people stop.
Hold your hands up, and if you fuck up, you fuck up. Yes. Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Plug
Yeah.
it, and then you learn. Do you know what I mean? Nobody's perfect.
I put a post up which got massive. It was a story, put massive. I was out in the rain running, and like I was saying to people, winter's coming, blah blah blah, and you were the one this morning on a Thursday because you missed out run on a Monday, and you blame it anxiety. No, it's your fault. You missed the workout. Do you know what I mean? You've got to own up, and people blame. Like I used to be terrible for it. For 10 years, I was terrible. I used to blame everybody.
Well, that's it. The only person that can set you free is yourself.
You know, we've got up for it. I missed that session. I didn't get up this morning. I'll punish myself. I don't suggest to do this to anybody. If I rush around, this rarely happens.
Yeah.
If I manage to, very rarely this happens. Maybe
Drop the bollocks somewhere,
98%. Maybe Chuck might think, do you know what? I'm going to work today. My alarm's set for 7. I can go to the gym half hour later. That's not matter. And I've done it. It messed my morning up.
Yeah.
I'll purposely go make myself run a hill.
Yeah.
Or do 100 burpees or do 200 burpees. I'll punish myself for not doing my coping mechanisms it's my fault nobody else is.
Yeah.
Like I said, stuff happened.
But even doing that then, no, I fucked up there. Right, let's go for a run. Get that run done, and you feel better than what you would have if you would.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then,
So,
and then look over it and blah, and think, I want to do that again. But like I said, yeah, with the work, now I'm with a 0-hour contract company, which phone me and ask me, do you want to work with the homeless, do you want to go back to children's homes, do you want to do this, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Do you want this shift, or what shifts do you want? So I've got the opportunity to pick my own shifts, and then in the meantime,
for different sectors as well.
Different sectors, and in the meantime, booked, I have certain days off, like, Joe, I'm going to work 7 days this week, I'm going to have 5 days off then, promoting bulldog mentality, and blah, blah, blah. So I see it as a gift.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So even though, you know, it was a bit dicky with work and stuff like that, like, there's a silver lining to everything, like I say, within reason. Within reason. There's a silver lining.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Like,
and mindset, it's
individuality. Do you
Yeah.
mean with the individuality of everything? Just become more aware of what's going on around you.
And it's the ability, I love this story, so it's perspective. Talk a lot about perspective.
Funny enough,
Listen-
about perspective the other day.
Listen to this perspective. So this is how powerful the mind is. So a widowed man, I tell us all the time, a widowed man goes to a therapist, and he's mourning the wife of his wife, and he don't want to be here anymore. He's in pain every morning, he's in pain every day. So he went to a therapist and he said, look, I'm in pain. So the therapist said, right, he said, I'm going to do one thing with him. And he said, how would you feel if you died and your wife was in this pain? And he said, oh, I couldn't cope. Exactly. So every time now, your purpose in life and your purpose to live now is because your wife is not feeling the pain you are.
Yeah.
He never needed a session again.
Well, is it
The perspective, that's why he
Yeah,
as soon as he started waking up and as soon as he started missing her and feeling the pain, he turned around and think, right, the reason why I feel like this pain is because I love her so much and she doesn't have to go through this, and he was cured.
Yeah.
I mean, just by switching the perspective and the power of the mind.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
More years ago.
The nurse, isn't it? It's the nurse in that film.
Yeah.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Right up until the end.
But yeah.
And then she changes her perspective. Yeah.
And that's what people need to do, like, perspective is everything. So, like, this has just happened. Okay, right, let's turn it on. What can I do about this? Like, people need to realise that, like, you know, cortisol and anxiety, I know it's easier said than done, but they can, if you change your mindset, you can use it to your advantage, right?
Of course you can.
You can use it, if, say it again, I don't...
And that's what David Goggins says, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the things he says is the only thing that needs to change is your mindset.
Yeah, that's it. When I used to be feeling down and low at one point, and I didn't want to leave the house, I would physically drive myself to Tesco and be around so much people, and then I'd be there and think, I didn't want to leave the house for this.
Yeah.
And I start speaking to people. You've got to
Out of your comfort zone.
you've got to get uncomfortable, and people think being uncomfortable, learning to be comfortable while being uncomfortable means that you're going to go and run 10k and be comfortable.
Oh,
11, somebody's going to do 12, somebody's going to do 17, but it's what I give myself before I go in the water. Because, same again, I don't have to please Hedges, I don't have to please the boys I'm in there with, I have to please me. So my goal would be, right, I want 12 minutes today.
Yeah, like,
And you've got yourself achievement.
somebody buys the same as somebody else because he wants what he got.
Yeah.
No. Do it for you.
Yeah.
What do you want?
And then I'm in my water and I do it, and then I'm being uncomfortable, blah blah blah, makes you think through the week, Jesus, look what I accomplished, being uncomfortable. Same again. This is one of the best ways I can put it. If you train hard and you discipline your body to eat well and you look good, you're comfortable. Because you're comfortable in your body, you're comfortable wearing the t-shirt. The amount of women and the amount of men that I know are uncomfortable in their own bodies is crazy. But by getting uncomfortable, by training, looking good, eating clean and looking good and feeling good in yourself, you're comfortable. It's a perfect example. But to be comfortable, you've got to get up in the morning, you've got to run, you've got to push yourself through the sessions, you've got to go training when you absolutely don't want to. Same again, discipline equals freedom. You've got to, and it's fucking hard. It's hard. Like I go to wrestling sessions and I despise it. I'm absolutely like hanging, and I'm thinking, oh my god, why have I come? But it's just the best feeling in the world.
Well, I know exactly what that's like, because like most of the things that I do, if it's something I'm already doing for myself, with the family, with whatever, I'm fine. Waiting on you this morning, get a bit of anxiety. Waiting for the guy yesterday to do another video, get a bit of anxiety. If going to go training or whatever, just beforehand, get a bit of anxiety kind of thing. Like, and this, but then it's pushing through that barrier.
And the thing is as well, it's normal. But what I've related it to is, I keep thinking that's my cortisol. So, and cortisol is good for you. Same as fear. If you can use fear to your advantage, or it can ruin you. Same as cortisol. Cortisol can ruin you, or you can use it, because cortisol is great. If you want to exercise, that's it's good. To feel anxiety is good. Embrace it and use it. Use it to your advantage.
Yeah, fear is very powerful.
It can destroy you.
You can either let it stand in front of you, or you can wrestle it, and you can figure out the way for it to push you from behind.
If you're a cage fighter or boxer or whatever, or you're running against somebody and you don't fear them and you take them for granted, they'll beat you.
Never underestimate your opponent.
They'll beat you. They'll beat you. But if you've got that fear, you can use it to your advantage. You think, right, this guy's the real deal now, or this project that I'm working on is fucking hard. I need to fear this because I need to put 110% into this, and blah blah blah. And I keep drilling. I want to make sure I get this in before anything stops. Even though I drill in discipline equals freedom and discipline all the time, I still live by the 80-20 rule, and I love the 80-20 rule.
Well, you've got to have downtime as well. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have downtime.
You've got to learn as well. Like I'm going to try to learn. Like
well, technically, really, this is a bit of our downtime.
Yeah, this is brilliant. It's like a therapy session. It's great, and this is why I keep saying about we'll do it at the end. I love saying about the Andy's mantra. People don't realise how good it is to get stuff off your chest and speak to people. But I was saying, like, I live by the 80-20 rule, but I don't just live by the 80-20 rule in food. I live by it in life, and like you've got to learn to realise as well where
the work and enjoyment.
And you've got the parasympathetic nervous system, and you've got the sympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic is where your body relaxes, it digests food better, and it learns to chill. The sympathetic is where the cortisol and adrenaline is running, and you've got to learn when to know when they're in and etc. And what I like to do with 80-20 rule is, like, same with food. You eat 80% good and 80% disciplined, but you've got to have that 20%. If what day is it? So when Thursday, I'm having a pizza tonight, like. Do you know what I mean? And then I'll have some cupcakes and stuff on a Saturday. You've got to have that time. Go and have a beer if you want a beer. Fucking hell. Same again.
Yeah, you can't hurt yourself while trying to heal yourself.
No, it's the same again. Fucking hell. On a Sunday or whatever, I don't want to learn. I don't want to read a book. I just want to just lose myself in a stupid Marvel film, do no exercise, and I have an active rest day, so I'll stretch for a bit or do a little circuit press into the burpees.
It's massive how big stretching is, but do you know what I mean? Like people who are, I guess, not so able-bodied to go for runs and stuff like that, stretching and shit, but it's so beneficial for you.
I've always done a little bit of yoga with Lou before we've rolled and before we've hit pads and all that, but I've started going to Hot Pod with him. Yeah. And people need to do it.
Game changer.
People need to do it.
Yeah.
They need to do it. But like I said, with 80-20 as well, it's like, fucking, you don't have to be on the ball all the time. If you want to be...
Well, this is it. See,
if you drive makes you do it 7 days a week, great.
Yeah.
Some days...
If you're able to do it. And that's the whole thing of not breaking yourself.
Yeah.
Make yourself
but like some days, you know what I mean, you need that time where I've done... But same again. Earn it. So when the Sunday comes, earlier Sunday where I'm going to do nothing today, I'm going to have a box of donuts, and I'm going to have a chill, watch a couple of movies, and just turn my phone off and do no work whatsoever. But earn that. Always earn your luxuries, because you've reached you've hit your self-esteem, you've hit your self-achievement needs, you've hit your psychological needs, your body. And I always wonder why I never had trouble sleeping in the night, and I still don't.
Right.
And why I always struggle in the morning. It's because I train and do everything I do through the day, so when the time 6 or 7 o'clock comes, my body's got into achievement needs.
Right.
And I've worked it out.
Do you know, like, every hour that you fall asleep, so, right, if you was to fall asleep, say 4 o'clock, right, 4:15 and 4:30, you're in 2 different types of sleep.
REM sleep.
Every 15 minutes, there's a different type of sleep, so it's lighter and deeper kind of thing.
The REM sleep.
Yeah, if you was to try and work out when you're going to sleep as to when you're waking up, you might find that you're waking up in a deeper sleep. So that's maybe why you're groggy.
Yeah.
Even if you set a timer for 15 minutes earlier or later, it'll be a different mode of sleep, and
I need to get
I do before.
Yeah, I know it's no secret. I like my flashy stuff. I love my watches, blah blah blah. But I will be getting like a Garmin or something, because I really want to track my sleep, and I do a lot of mileage, do a lot of calories. I do need to. I'm always behind in time zone. I'm not a very technology guy. I'm old school, and I like my flashy things and stuff like that. But I do need to start doing my sleep. But like same all of them goals you set through the week, people don't realise. They don't realise that getting up in the morning and doing tasks will affect their sleep. They think that it boils down to the night. It doesn't, man. When you get into bed and you're wide awake and you can't sleep, it's not because of the moment you're in bed, it's because of what you've done last week, it's because of what you've done last month. If you plan your goals and you implement discipline, you will sleep.
And if you get your shit in order, you haven't got to sleep.
You will fucking sleep, And if you are, and same again, if you are stressed about stuff, don't go to bed stressed. Fucking check it with yourself. I read a chapter of a book before bed, and I check in with myself. Not as much as I do in the morning, because I myself need to check in the morning more than the night. Other people might need to do it in the night. Check in with yourself in the night before you go to bed, and if there's stuff stressing you, I don't care, even if it's you want to send a message to somebody, or you want to do it. Do it at 7, 8 o'clock and get out of your mind. So that's another thing to think. People might be stressing about debt. While you're listening to this now, if you were in debt, make a phone call now to start doing it. Start putting £10 a week in. Today is when you change it, because you don't have
that, or just pay yourself back,
or have another fucking sleepless night then. Sort it out then.
Well, that's it. Are you going to allow yourself to have another sleepless night tonight?
What are you going to do about it? My old man had gout, and he said to me, my diet, blah 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 blah. So I made him some Monster Mash, and blah blah blah. He said, it weren't that nice. Do you know what? Monster Mash, I'll tell you. You know Monster Mash?
No.
It's a vertical diet, it is. So I'll tell you what I said to him, and I'll tell you what it's made then. It's on Jamil's plan. Edges I got off, because Edgy me doing it for years. It's a stand effort diet, it's a vertical diet. It's got everything that you need. It'll change people's lives, it's so tasty.
Sweet potato?
My father saw Mash. So,
okay.
I done it for my father. To be honest, he wasn't that nice. So I said to him, I'll fucking gout then. I've got that.
I've
got. You're not supposed to think it's fucking delicious. It's not a 5-course meal. Do you know what I mean? And you'd be surprised how you can make food delicious. But in that sense,
well, you can make fucking kale taste nice.
Exactly. Monster Mash is lean mince, beef mince, with orange juice, chicken stock, peppers, carrots, onions, spinach, anything you want to get in this, go through all your greens, everything. Basmati rice, and then you fry it. and then
Oh,
you cook it.
I'll
And it's
try
got to be loads of Himalayan pink salt,
Yeah.
loads of squeezed orange juice for concentrate from an actual juice, and then make sure that the chicken stock and the orange juice is what makes it.
Right.
And you make a big bowl of it. You can separate it down to 5 or 6 meals.
So you can meal prep as well.
Oh,
yeah.
and I tell you what, once you heat it up in the microwave, you get the flavours from everything, and in that one meal, you get so much nutrients in a simple meal. You can name anything. And
Yeah,
so
but
on
that's
it.
it.
And you can add little things to it.
It just comes back down to basics, look. What are you eating?
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
It is,
do you know what I mean?
it is.
Yeah, I had a mate the other day, and he was all over big gout and what have you, and he's 31, like.
Yeah.
And like, do you mean, you guys what?
Like I will.
Too rich of foods or too
Rich
crappy
foods by far. Rich.
Red meat and
Rich
red wine.
was the problem with my old man. And like I say to people, what I do now, and I mean everything, but this is the thing. It is 24/7. It is 365 days a week. If you want to be the best version of yourself, if you want to be happy, it's not a fucking, like Jocko said, it's not one thing, it's not two things, it's not go and dive in cold water, you're going to be great. It's a campaign, that's the word you use. It's every day.
Yeah, and you're going to have those days as well where you think you're not getting anywhere, but you just got to continue doing your part.
Or in negativity, and you're on the set, it's going to palm off on you. If you were coming in from outside, you're palming all the negativity on your wife.
Or, yeah, so you've let the guy that fucking cut you up in the car drink
Affect
some
your family
energy.
life.
Yeah.
And just being negative affects your children. Will your children, your mother, everybody around you will feel your fucking negativity, and they'll brush off on you.
Yeah.
If your kids see you being negative and doing this, they'll brush off on them. Everything you do, people are watching. Like, and
There's 1,000 different versions of you out there as well. And
Yeah.
each and every person that you meet in the street or wherever, they will create a version of you. And like, you yourself don't really know who you are.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
the thing is as well with the one that what I've noticed, since I've been so positive about everything, people don't know how to take it because the Rhondda Valleys and places around Wales and around the UK are so used to fucking mourning. It's become a thing which is normal. And when you hit
it's just British.
British, but America as well. When you hit somebody with positivity, they're like, oh, he's a fucking header. His head's gone.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, that's only if they're in that fucking
Exactly what I
mindset.
mean, yeah, because they're so used to me, and that's the people you need to get rid of. Do you mean I'm around the group now which I've selected, you know what I mean, and I'm lucky enough.
But this is it, I feel as if that mindset is becoming more and more. Because obviously we've not always had this mindset.
No.
We was in the other mindset before, and now we're here looking at the future.
I was 10 years, maybe 12 years. I know you could say teens, but this is what I want to be doing. I want to be drilling this mindset into teenagers, and I want to be drilling into them that you need to look after your finances, because I didn't. You need to be looking after your health and whatever, because I didn't. I am now, and everything's great. You need to be looking after this. You need to be looking at when you're 30, when you're 19. Not stressing out with it, but implement mindset into them in the future.
But it's just developing good habits instead of being misguided with bad ones, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can't be around.
Because like when you're growing up or whatever, consistently having frozen meals every day and shit like that, like when you're growing up, you're going to get into a eating bad habits kind of thing. Like.
Whenever you're around, like I said, we said it in the Andy's Man Club, one of the questions were, what do you want in a friend or in a group? And it's
3 things you need to look for in a friend.
And it obviously you're trustworthy. You got your basic ones. Everybody would say trustworthy, etc. My main one as well was people who don't let me get comfortable. I want people constantly pushing me,
trying to get out of your comfort zone.
And I say, boys, you know what? I'm not going to come up and squat tonight. I'm going to have a pizza and chill. No, you know, you come in. And do you mean things like that? And like I said, I won't go into it too much because I've already done a video on it about the circle. But you need to get rid of people if they're dragging you down and constantly getting you out. You don't want to drink.
If it's your mum, if it's your sister, you need to get rid of them.
Test them as well. Text one of your friends who you think, no, I haven't got your best interests at heart. Because trust me, I guarantee you, if you've got 6 friends, 2 or 3 of them don't give a fuck, and they haven't got your best interests at heart, text them one day. I'm not coming out this weekend. I'm gonna do a bit. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna read a book and I'm gonna learn about something. Or I'm gonna get up early on a Sunday morning and go to the gym.
If they say anything negative, fuck them off.
Bam, and that's it.
Yeah.
Or if somebody texts you, you're coming down the pub. Look, I'm not going to come down the pub. I'm going to have a couple of weeks off the drink, or I'm going to do something around. They say, come on, you bender. Come on, you pussy.
You're not coming out now.
You've got boring.
Yeah, boring. Off the fucking book. Yeah.
Bye. Even if you've got to walk that journey alone, walk it on your own.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing it for you.
This is it, but there's nothing wrong with walking on your own. I've done it. You've done it. Like when you come to realizations that you need to change things in your life, you do feel as if you're walking alone, but you're not. You're really not. Like, although you might go for that run on your own, we are thinking about you.
Yeah.
We want you to be better. We want you to change your mindset to become a better person, kind of thing.
100%.
And it's okay to talk.
It's okay to talk, man. It's okay to talk. And we'll finish it off with Andy's Man Club. Obviously, get in contact with both of us. We'll give you the information. 7 o'clock every Monday.
7 o'clock every Monday.
Get in contact with Kyle, will be better.
So, I lead facilitator now for the Ronda group, which I am absolutely buzzing about. And Kyle is one of my co-facilitators, which I think is just amazing because, like we said at the beginning of the video, the way that we bounce off each other and what have you with the full frontal kind of thing, and we just work well together, which is really good.
Yeah, I see, and it is even for me, who I believe now, I've got a long way to go, but I believe now I'm in the happiest place ever. I challenge the world to throw anything at me. Even and with that attitude, I still benefit from the sessions. Do you know what I mean? Even as the co-facilitator, I benefit from it.
Awesome.
Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant.